Alright, so first off, we're going to unclip this, start removing all the spark plug wires from the coil packs. Once you're done with the coil packs, we're going to remove this. We are not going to unplug the individual coil pack cell. We're just removing this part alone, and that's it. Because it is on a bracket, so we're just going to remove the bolts from the bracket, which are 10 millimeters. So there's about 5 of them from front to back on each side. And once you get them removed, just remember that these bolts are the ones that have a little stud sticking out like that. So the last one is kind of hard, but again, just get it loose. And once you get it loose, just pull the whole bracket together. Sometimes these little plastic retainers for the other cables there, just pop it out. It's not a big deal. And once it's removed, then you should be able to remove the whole coil bracket off. And then we're going to start off just by removing the actual valve cover bolts, which are 8 millimeters. I'm brushing them off real quick because they had so much oil and dirt, and I'm just spraying them real quick because I don't want the bolts just to get all this oil and gunk on it. And then we're gonna use an 8 millimeter to remove this one. These are pretty easy. You don't have to worry about remove them in a certain pattern. Just get them loose. You can actually pull the whole valve cover once they're loose. You don't have to remove them like I did. But yeah, then I just use a little plastic pry tool to remove the valve cover. Once the valve cover is removed, just pop it out. Sometimes you'll have another hose sticking out at the rear from the driver's side, so just pop that out. It's not a big deal. And then once you're done doing that, then we're gonna go and start doing the same for the passenger side. The only difference in the passenger side, we're repeating the exact same thing. We're just removing this bracket that holds the heater hoses in place. So just be careful when you pull that. Be very gentle, and then start off by cleaning off the valve cover. I'm cleaning that with a brake cleaner because I'm also going to replace the gasket, the little tiny gaskets on the studs that connect that tighten down on the valve cover. And make sure you spray and clean these inner sides, these little inner areas, where the actual valve cover gasket is going to go. And just get it all done. Pretty much clean it as much as you can. You don't have to waste it as much as I did. You can just get a shop towel and just clean it out little by little and just wet it with the brake cleaner, but I did the whole thing. Once it's done, the skinny side just goes down. Just make sure you just press it in and make sure that it is completely clean where that crevice it goes into. And once it's done, pretty much you're just going to make sure it seats right, go all around. Once that's done, make sure it doesn't fall out or move out of place once you move it towards the car. So just make sure it's seated really well. And then I cleaned it real quick. I cleaned the whole edge of the valve cover where it's gonna seat with a brake cleaner on the shop towel. Just clean as much as you can right before you put it on. Again, being mindful that the valve cover gasket does not pop out or get misaligned, so just double check everything and be careful. Then as soon as you get it on lined up, hold it in place with one hand and try to get a couple of the valve cover screws and put it in slowly, and I'll put the torque sequence on there. That's it.